Hello, my dear friends. Good afternoon. Come on. All right. Good afternoon, my dear friends. It's a cup of JoJo. I'm brainstorming. I'm brainstorming. My mind never rests. Think about this, do this subject, do this, do that, and it'll make you crazy after a while. But go grab yourself a water, a coffee, a Manhattan, whatever flavor suits you. Okay. Mike Franzese won't admit it. You know what? And I said I wasn't going to whore myself out about, you know what? No apologies anymore. No apologies anymore. If I want to use his name, I'll use it. You know what? It is what it is. Because they talk about drugs. They talk about drugs. And so there was no drugs. You couldn't deal drugs in the Mafia. It was taboo. Just because 3 out of 5 bosses or 5 out of 5 bosses made that a rule. They made it a rule. I mean, there's drinking and driving DWI laws that are laws and people break the rules. And another thing that people don't understand is when you got the boss and you got the captains and those envelopes are going up to the captains, they don't think some of that is drug dealing money. Those fat packages. Okay. For the sake of argument, let's say Mike Franzese and the people around him and his family and organization didn't do it. For the sake of argument. So just because 20% didn't do it, he can't make broad statements saying, no, they didn't do Mafia and organized crime didn't do it. What? Because he just wants to put this polished act, you know, it's just this total monopolizing a narrative about everything that went on back then. There's suckers out there that clinch to his every word. Yeah, there's suckers out there that clinch to his every word. God bless them. All them suckers. I don't care how many subscribers I have or him. Forget it. Those are numbers. But when the rubber hits the road and you figure, you know, what was really going on, he's wrong about it. I know guys in that family that dealt drugs. And they don't want to admit that those associates and all the thousands of soldiers and associates and everything are younger men. And what do young men like to do? Party. And what do they need? Party materials. So when it's all said and done, so they go get weight, they use it for the recreational, and then they sell it. And they don't want you to believe that narrative. Give me 10 minutes. So they don't want you to have that narrative, because God forbid if anybody admit it, and he's so polished and squeaky clean and all that, and he wants to keep saying nobody did that. But them people, whoever it was, give me 10 minutes. Someone's knocking on my door. Get lost. So the fact of the matter is that these guys were young guys. They were running around and they were doing a lot of stuff. And they were gambling. Now let's just say there's just 5 guys with a guy. 5 guys, and they get paid $1,500 a week. $1,500 a week. So what's this guy gonna do? This young guy, he's going out at clubs, women, and partying, and betting money, So he's gonna find some side hustles also, but he's gonna mix a couple known guys just to give him a heads up, because you could roll the dice and try to do it behind their back. But if you could let a captain in on it, and he'll tell you there no drugs. But every Saturday he's getting 5,000 in his pocket. So enough of that. So that's crazy stuff. That's just complete insanity. And he goes on there, and these guys lived a life. They're young men. And they like to party. They like to gamble, and they're blowing their money on party treats and gambling. So not all the money. Now you just because you know a connection somewhere, and then you do some deals behind the back. Your crime family don't have to know about it, but that's risky. Say, why do I have to make money and then hand it up when I'm getting $1,500 a week? Where not me, but for example. So why? You don't think some of these people? I mean, especially when you got some expensive habits. How come Mike Franzese don't speak on that? The grassroots, feet on the ground, really. These are young men with habits, whores, gambling, partying, everything. Yeah, maybe not 100% did it. And if Mike says his family did it, well, it doesn't mean 100% of the families didn't mess around with drugs. Or if he wants to say his family didn't do it, then the whole mafia didn't do it. That shit was running rampant. They had those connections to the cartels. Believe me. They had them connections from New York to Miami. They had them connections. They were getting big. Tons of it. So that's that. I mean, I want to just do this real quick. I wasn't going to do a video today, but he's talking about, and the guys in the Falls, they were partying their asses off, blowing their check, and then trying to make side deals so Sam didn't do it. Don't tell Sam, oh, me, what's that? I don't want that in my car. Get it out of here. What are you doing? Get that out of here. I don't want that in my car. All right. Just don't tell Sam. Don't tell Sam. Yeah, really? Don't tell Sam. Why? Because you're going to make 5,000, 10,000 on that kilo over there, and you want to keep it for your own drug habit and gambling habit. It's very simple to figure out. So that's that, folks. You guys have a great day. Tune in again tomorrow, and I'll check with you real soon. God bless you.